her. Given that her grandmother rarely went out, being nearly 100 and tired from a challenging life, it was a big deal. Her grandmother had always been a serious and dedicated woman. Emmy deeply valued these joyful, relaxing moments with her grandmother, especially considering her age and the uncertainty of time she had left with her. Emmy held her grandmother's hand, leading her to the candy store for treats. But as they approached the entrance of the sweet shop, Setsuko froze like she had seen a ghost. She was standing face to face with something that stood outside of the shop, something that was seen in many candy stores across all of Japan: the wooden statue of Peko-chan. Setsuko was panting heavily and clutching her heart with wide eyes. Emmy didn't know what to do. She had led her to a nearby bench where she could sit down. "What's wrong?" Emmy asked. Setsuko took a breath and in a choked whisper told Emmy that she knew that girl. "What girl?" asked Emmy, looking about and seeing no one nearby. Then she saw the statue. "Oh, do you mean Peko-chan?" Peko-chan was the mascot of a Japanese candy called Milky. She's known to have chubby cheeks, pigtails, and a red ribbon in her hair, always seen with a big smile on her face, licking her lips. The company's slogan is "Milky tastes like mama." Emmy was confused. How could her Sobo know the mascot? But Setsuko insisted she knew Peko-chan. The statue's likeness reminded her of a girl she knew during World War II. The girl was named Peko and she was 6 years old. She lived with her mother in a small Japanese village. During the war, there was a tremendous food shortage, leading people to starve and look for food. Peko and her mother had to drink muddy water just to stay alive. They chewed on grass and the roots of trees as a desperate attempt at keeping their hunger at bay. Finally, Peko's mother couldn't bear to see her daughter suffering any longer, and so she took a knife, cut off her own arm, and offered it to Peko to eat, not telling her what it was. And as Peko ate, she realized she had never tasted anything so good in her life. When she discovered where the meat had come from, she was sick with disgust. But then she remembered the flavor. She couldn't forget the sweet taste of her mother's flesh. When her mother became too weak and vulnerable to defend herself, Peko, overcome by the primal instincts within, proceeded to inflict fatal injuries upon her and subsequently consumed the entirety of her mom's body. Addicted to the taste of human flesh, Peko continued her life as a cannibal. "It's just sickening," Setsuko said. "The way they have her licking her lips. It's like the way she licked her mother's blood off her rosy red cheeks." Rearrange the sounds of the word milky and it becomes "kill me." She continued. Those were Peko's mother's final words, begging her daughter to take her pain away. Emmy started observing the candy in the shop window. She realized the slogan of the company, when translated from Japanese, is "Milky tastes like mama." Emmy had another horrifying thought. "What about Peko-chan?" she nervously asked, instantly regretting the question the moment it slipped from her lips. Her voice filled with a combination of curiosity and apprehension. She couldn't help but wonder what the response would be and how it might shape their conversation. It's important to note, the candy company also has another mascot named Peko-chan. This time, it's a young, smiling boy who always wears a blue hat. He's said to be Peko-chan's boyfriend. Setsuko shook her head sadly. Peko was a 7-year-old boy who lived in Peko's neighborhood. After devouring her mother, Peko was still hungry. So she attacked Peko, breaking open his skull in order to eat his brains. Peko was in such pain that he bit his own tongue and swallowed it before he choked and died. The reason Peko-chan never has his tongue out in pictures on the candy bars is because he doesn't have one. And the reason he always wears a blue hat is to hide his broken skull and missing brains. Setsuko started to cry, the memories becoming all too much. Emmy tried to calm her grandmother, but she knew that the way her grandmother was reacting, that this was deeply something so horrific in her life that it shook her this badly. Also, seeing this smiling, cannibalistic little girl selling yummy treats doesn't help the cause. And who knows what makes them so yummy? After all, the company's slogan is "Milky tastes like mama." As the resemblance between their products and human taste intensifies, one wonders how long it will be until a mere candy fails to satisfy their customers' desires, leaving them yearning for the authentic experience.